Hi Sagittarius, what's up? Welcome to your reading. I hope you're all having an amazing day. We're going to be seeing what messages want to come through for you guys, get you some insight, guidance, see what you need to know or look out for in the near future. Whenever you come across this reading, there's a message here for you. Thank you so much for being here, Saggy. I love and appreciate you. Welcome back if you're returning. Welcome if you're new here. My channel is almost at 66,000 subscribers, which is crazy. If you enjoy, let me know. Leave a like, comment, hit the subscribe button for more. And private readings are available down below if you're interested in getting a reading with me. Saggy, you got some interesting energy coming up for you. Starting off with the owl. I like what I see. I like what I see. We have the hawk coming out. You got double bird energy. We also have the bear. There's some sort of new beginning on the horizon, something new that you have been anticipating. You've been sensing this for a while. You have been seeing visually in your mind's eye this thing, this place, this person, this manifestation, something here that you have been calling in. And maybe you had some doubts. Maybe you were second guessing. Maybe you were questioning if it really was going to happen or if this was really meant for you. It is. It is. It is. It is. It is. And you know that deep down. You know that deep down. There's some sort of blessing or gift coming into your life and you've earned it. You have put in the effort. You have been so dedicated. You have not given up. You have been showing up consistently and you're being rewarded. There's a gift, there's a blessing falling into your lap. There is some sort of abundance, a windfall of money, a windfall of love. It feels like whoever you are, you're stepping into a very successful and very abundant time in your life. And it is so exciting, you guys. This feels so blessed. You are so protected. You are being watched over. There is a message from a loved one who's passed on, who just wants to let you know they watch you, they see you from above. The hawk, you might be seeing feathers, right? Hawk, the owl, you might see feathers. Keep your eyes peeled if you stumble across a feather on your walk, a little hike, or just somewhere randomly in your house. Like there seems to be signs from the divine, messages from the divine, messages from spirit showing you the way or giving you a confirmation that you are indeed on the right path, you're on the right track. Bear, there's something that you are being called towards nurturing, protecting, and looking out for. This could be yourself, this could be a person, this could be something that you've been working on privately or carefully orchestrated is what I'm hearing. It's like there's something here that you are really being pushed to the point of no return is what I'm hearing. That's crazy. It feels like with the bear, there might be some challenges at the beginning. It gets easier though. It's kind of like, how bad do you want this? All right. What makes you different than the rest is what I'm hearing. What makes you worthy? What makes you deserving of this? Your actions is what is the answer to those questions that I just asked. Your actions, your mindset, your beliefs, who you surround yourself with, your habits, your how you carry yourself. And that's basically the deciding factor, the defining of your future, the path that you're on. Does that make sense? Because that has the huge make or break. But I'm seeing whoever I'm speaking to, you're having the breakthrough. You are having the breakthrough. That's what you're going through right now. I'm seeing that there's some sort of news. There's some sort of message. There's some kind of confirmation. You're getting a phone call or like an email or a letter in the mail. There's some kind of divine message coming in very soon. Like some of you may be actually getting a call while you're listening to this reading. Comment down below if that's you. Keep me updated. I would love to hear from you. Let me know how this unfolds. Let me know what this could be about. Some of you, this is like a job. Some of you, this is about like a house, being, like if you have your house up for sale, it's like your real estate agent's calling you and be like, hey, we got an offer, or hey, someone wants to purchase this, or, I'm seeing like there's a message coming in. It's something that's very positive. It's a sign of something new that's beginning, a new chapter that you're stepping into, Saggy. This is exciting. This is very exciting for you. Very positive energy that I'm seeing in the air for you. Yeah, and I just see like you have so much abundance in your life already, and there's so much more that is coming into place, coming into your life, inviting more fun, inviting more play, more like being more fluid, being more flexible, having more space, more room to expand. I'm hearing like you're up-leveling your life, or there's this level of expansion that's taking place in the near future, or like currently. All right, so let's see, what does Spirit want to talk about here? Ace of Swords, we have the King of Pentacles at the bottom. This is that energy where you're very certain of yourself. You're certain of your intentions, your place in the world, what you have to offer. You are very confident in your abilities to make anything that you want, that you set your mind to, you will achieve. You have this crystal clear vision of what you desire, or if it's kind of fuzzy right now, it's becoming more clear. All right? You're seeing things crystal clear. Kind of like when you look in a pond, a still pond, it's like this crystal clear mirror. It's like there's something being reflected back at you. The more you focus your energy on it, the more it starts to show up in your reality, your physical, tangible reality, where you can taste, touch, feel, smell, see it, hear it, you know, like all your senses are just buzzing. Like, it's crazy. It's wild. Underneath the King of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Swords and the Moon. There has been periods of uncertainty. I'm also hearing periods of loss, or periods of just like hardship, or like just twists and turns that you did not prepare yourself for. Like you couldn't. There's nothing you could have prepared yourself for. There's things that happen in life that, you know, are out of your control, and you are being asked to surrender to. You might be a little afraid of the future. For some of you, you might be intimidated, or you're like, Nine of Swords on the Moon, you don't know what's around the corner. And as exciting as that can be, it's also frightening. It can be very scary to enter into this unknown path, and anything could happen, right? And there's so much that seems to be up in the air right now. Two of Pentacles, Three of Wands. There's adjustments that you're in the process of making, and you have to trust in your ability and believe that you are being guided. Your intuition is your superpower. Don't you forget that. Saggies are so freaking intuitive. You guys are very gifted souls, right? The owl, the hawk, very, very intuitive animals. Even the bear, right? A bear's intuition, a mother's intuition, mother bear, very protective of her cubs. It's like, you're so freaking intuitive. So continue to keep listening to your intuition. Of course, at times though, it can be hard to hear what your higher self is trying to communicate to you. It's very hard when there's so much noise, there's so much distraction. There's so much that's happening in the outside world, and you know, your life circumstances and obligations, and there seems to be some stuff going on in the outside that could be creating a bit of a disruption, or blocking the flow of you being able to receive messages from the divine, from your higher self. So this is where it's so important that you get grounded. King of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, you must get grounded. All right, and you will, and you are. And this is just, if you have moments of anxiety, or you're having sleepless nights, or you know, you're thinking too far into the future, or you're thinking about things from your past that are haunting you, it's just about observing, feeling it, letting it wash right over you, okay? And being more intentional of where you're putting your focus, right? What you focus on, you do bring more of. Like we said, with like the crystal clear mirror, it's like it's being reflected back at you. So if you can try to keep that in mind and focus on the things that you desire, focus on the things that make you feel good, all right? That's gonna be such a positive thing for you, and bring you closer to whatever this is much faster, very quickly. We have the Lovers. Some of you have like a soulmate coming in. There may be someone with a Gemini placement. You could be dealing with somebody who is a mirror, right? We see the Lovers as mirror-like energy. Of course, can this just be talking about you making a decision, a commitment to something in your own life? Definitely. I'm going to see what's at the bottom in a second, but the Lovers, when it comes out, Ace of Swords with the Lovers, you're getting clarity on like who is meant to be in your life, who is your soulmate, who is someone that you who you want to commit to. You're getting clarity on connections, clarity on people that are in your life currently. You're getting clarity on people from your past, right? Now, this is the time, Mercury retrograde, right? Here we are again. We went through it a few months ago. Here we are again. And we'll have another session like towards the end of the year. I'm pretty damn sure. So, you know, nothing to worry about, but there is going to be some conversations that come up, whether it is about you hashing things out from your past, someone from your past, someone, maybe it's like someone that you are currently dealing with, currently in a relationship with, or you're friends with, but you're talking over past matters or discussions. You're picking something up that you once put on the sidelines, or, you know, too much was going on. We'll talk about it later. Well, now later has come. Later is here. We're talking about this. We need to discuss this. There's clarity. There is some sort of breakthrough. This is either going to be where your relationship takes it to the next level, or this is the end of the road, end of the line, dead end, right? No exit. I'm hearing exit plan, exit strategy. Okay. Anyways, Ace of Swords and the Lovers. I'm seeing a confession coming in. Some of you may have a confession from someone who has emotions for you, love for you. They want to be with you. We have 8 of Cups at the bottom. What did I just say? End of the road for some of you. Exit strategy, exit plan, exit the maze. 8 of Cups, 4 of Swords, 7 of Cups. Okay, so a lot of you are getting clarity on a past situation that left you just like, you had to walk away, or you were left behind, or something like that. You had emotionally moved on. There's been some time. 4 of Swords showing that you've been healing, you've been recovering. There's been some space. It's been temporary. I'm seeing something you walked away from. It was temporary, or it had to leave your life temporarily so that you could learn the lessons you needed to and become the person you're meant to step into, like a version of yourself. There's someone that is coming into your life, and I will clarify in a little while. There's someone coming into your life, and if you had to break away, if you had to separate, if you had to, you know, create some space, create a little distance, right? It was necessary for you to become the version you are today. And it was also necessary for them to go through whatever they need to learn and heal and evolve and become the version they needed to be in order for you to be compatible. Does that make sense? Like, I'm seeing here, there was a situation, 7 of Cups, that you left with just like unresolved thoughts, feelings, emotions, just a very clouded, confusing, cluttered situation. It doesn't make much sense. You're healing from it, / you've had this on pause. I'm seeing something about this coming back up, or clarity and revolving around this situation. I'm seeing reunions for some of you. 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. This very well could be a friend that you grew apart from, maybe somebody that you worked with, or someone that you discussed having a business with down the line. Maybe you had these plans, but then they never came to fruition. I'm seeing something about a fire being lit, a match being lit here, possibly after giving it a lot of thought. Or we have the Hermit, Queen of Pentacles, having to really get to a place in your life where you are able to be self-sufficient, self-reliant, and independent, financially independent, right? Okay, so let's move on. Let's pull some more. What's going on for Sagittarius? Show me clearly. What is going on for Sagittarius? Ace of Pentacles, something coming into your life that's long-term. All right, this is the gold mine. You struck gold. Everything you touch turns to gold. So look at how we got double aces, by the way. And then the bear, new beginnings. You, my friend, Saggy, you are stepping into something brand new. It's solid. I'm seeing something tangible coming into your life. Something that's going to be in your life for a very long time. It's meant to be part of your life. Certain people, certain connections that you're meeting, making friends, making romantic relationships that are taken off the ground, business partnerships, all of that, right? These are people that are meant to be in your life, or they're part of your soul tribe, or I'm seeing like new contracts. Some of you could be buying a house for the first time, buying a house with somebody, seeing something maybe even about like joint bank accounts, or let's see, 7 of Wands, 10 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. There's something you really want to fight for, something that you see is like worth your time, energy that you feel very passionate about. You have, you found something that ticked all the boxes. Two of Pentacles though, it's showing there's either like a choice to be made, which we just had the Lovers, right? Lovers is the choice card. There's a choice on whether or not you want to give this a chance, a shot to further commit yourself to this. Maybe there's some part of you with the Seven of Wands that feels skeptical or hesitant, or you just want to make the right choice. You don't want to like jump into something that you're not 100% invested all in, right? It's like all or nothing. All or nothing is what I'm hearing. Two of Pentacles, all or nothing. Multiple people could be involved here, or at least you and someone else seem to be involved here. So big changes coming in, you guys. Let's pull some more. Someone sees a future with you. That's what I'm also hearing. 10 of Wands. How bad do you want it? Right? We saw that earlier. How bad do you want this thing? This job, this house, this, you know, relationship, this goal, personal goal. How bad do you want it, and what are you willing to do to ensure and claim this? Because it's showing here with the 10 of Wands, first of all, there's something you have to release. There's something you're holding on to. There's something that has been occupying space in your mind, in your heart, in your physical reality. Some of you are actually having to declutter your space, your car, your closet. There's a need to reduce the waste, okay? There's some waste here that needs to be left, cleaned, removed, cut free from, okay? Some of you, Ace of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. I'm seeing something to do with physical labor. Like I'm seeing like for some, say it's like you're buying a house that might need some extra work. Maybe you got to get the roof done. Maybe you have to, you know, rip out the bathroom fucking floor. Like, I don't know. Maybe there's massive renovations that you're in the process of doing or planning or preparing for. I'm seeing like Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. Like this combination tells me a lot of effort, but it's worth it. It is, Ace of Pentacles is the slowest of the aces, which tells me that this could be a project that is either a couple months or even a couple years, y'all. Like, I don't know how extreme this is or what big, like this could be a very big process. Holy crap. Like I'm seeing something that will be like 10 years down the line, and it's like you look back at the memories of like the beginning stage of like where you are today, and it's just like you're in awe. I don't know, I'm seeing something that's taking a lot of effort, but it's worth it. It's worth it, okay? Make sure you have enough space, enough time, you have enough room, right? You don't have too much on your plate. Sometimes 10 of Wands tells me that like your hands are quite full. So adding another pentacle into the mix, it's like, okay, this make sure that you're not burning yourself out. Make sure that you aren't taking on more than you can handle, sort of thing, right? And maybe needing extra support, extra help, extra helping hands. Teamwork makes the dream work, you know? So Knight of Cups is at the bottom, 9 of Swords, 4 of Swords. Someone here feels guilty. This I feel like there's going to be different messages, different scenarios, different storylines. Use your discernment, right? Because I feel like another thing I'm seeing here in terms of like a relationship, Knight of Cups, 9 of Swords, 4 of Swords. Someone is concerned about you, about the relationship, about what's at stake. 10 of Wands, Knight of Cups. Someone's feeling very like suppressed, oppressed, like someone's feeling burdened, or someone's feeling the weight of this. If this is a relationship, right? And if this is about taking things to the next level, they feel the weight of that. This is not just some little like, oh, who's just cute? Like we're just playing, you know, playing pretend, play marriage. Like this is legit. This is something serious. This is something that is not to be taken as a joke. Like someone sees that 10 of Wands, Knight of Cups. Like this is a big deal. It's there's a lot of pressure. Someone feels the pressure. Kind of like when we look at the Knight of Cups, there's this clamshell and it's opened up. It's like if the clamshell isn't ready to open up, you're gonna have to pry it open with pressure. And like there's just something about someone, Knight of Cups, Nine of Swords, someone is having moments of doubt or moments where they second guess if they're capable of achieving this, if they're capable of being enough. If this is a relationship, someone worries that, like, what if I'm not good enough for Sagittarius? Or you might be having that thought about the person you're with, where you're like, what if I'm not good enough for them? You are worthy, you are good enough. But anyways, this is something that you could be struggling with, or someone around you is struggling with feeling good enough, or someone's feeling very much in their head and overanalyzing everything. Someone could also be dreaming of you. Someone might, and like, okay, what was the other thing? I said something about guilt. Knight of Cups, Nine of Swords, and then 10 of Wands. Someone here feels guilty. Two of Cups, Temperance, King of Cups. Looks like you have patience for them. Oh, sorry, I dropped the card. All right. Flew away from me. Someone's like worried that you aren't like accessible anymore, or because I'm seeing that there's something to do with like lack of communication, taking a break, not really seeing each other, or it seems like someone's very quiet, or if you've been quiet, you've been quieter lately. Someone's like worrying or stressing about that, and they're like, oh my god, like, what's Saggy thinking? Someone's like worrying about you, or worrying about like, have your feelings changed? But anyways, I'm seeing that could also be a shared energy with the Two of Cups. You both could be feeling that way about one another. There just seems to be Ace of Wands, Ten of Wands. Or sorry, Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. There seems to be pressure, a lot of pressure that's building. Pressure about everything. All right. Well, we all know a diamond is formed under pressure, and that is exactly is a gem that's forming, a beautiful gemstone. Beautiful. All right. What's going on for Sagittarius? Queen of Cups. And then we have the Knight of Wands at the bottom. All right, so yeah, emotions running high. 10 of Wands, Queen of Cups, emotions running high. Let's talk about this queen just as herself for a moment, independently. This Queen of Cups is where we're really having to lean into our sensitive side, our receptive side, our emotional side, leaning more into our heart and less into our mind, less into our head, okay? So remember how we saw the Nine of Swords and then it went to the Four of Swords. That's good. I forgot to even mention that, but that's a good sign showing mindfulness, being like, okay, I can tell that I'm not in the right frame of mind. I'm going to ground myself. I'm going to get back in control of how I feel. I'm going to listen to my emotions. I'm going to let them out. I'm not going to suppress them. I'm not going to, avoid them, but I'm gonna sit with it comfortably, and I'm going to just like let it wash over me. And that's what a Queen of Cups is capable of doing. She's very in control of her emotions. She's able to really process how she feels, and she transmutes it, and she's able to really work her magic and attract blessings. And she's very much like a creator. She's very much a manifester, and she's able to see beyond the veils, or like see into future timelines and different possibilities and choose the best one. So that's like what you're doing here. All right. That's exactly what you're doing here. 10 of Wands, Queen of Cups. Do you feel burdened by anything right now? Is there something that's burdening you? Okay, let's see. Knight of Wands, 10 of Swords, the Chariot. I'm seeing someone's trying to, someone's trying to move towards you. 6 of Cups, 8 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Someone's trying to move towards you. Someone that you had an ending with, okay? I'm seeing some matters of the past being brought back up. We saw that a little bit earlier. We touched on that a little bit earlier. I'm seeing it come back up again. All right. So if this is someone that you have some history with, this could be with a fire sign, Aries, Sag, Leo. We also have Cancerian energy as well as some water energy, but yeah. I'm seeing this is taking place during Cancer season. So we are still currently in Cancer season. Leo season begins, I don't even know, the new moon in Leo is on the 24th of July, if you're listening to this reading in present time. But I'm seeing that this most likely, if you have someone from your past coming back around, it will be over the next, like, how much time do we have left of Cancer season? Like, I feel like, what, a week? Less than a week. Okay? So let me know. Keep me updated. But I'm seeing here, I'm seeing a few things. Like, there could be someone that's trying to, 6 of Cups, right? I forgot about that. There definitely could be someone from your past who wants to kindle things with you, rekindle. pick things back up, try and repair. But it's almost like they see you slipping away. They see you are out of reach. Right? We see the chariot, they're galloping. There's the horses, there's your Saggy energy, although it is Cancerian. You are just galloping, you know where you're headed, you know where you're going, you have these goals, aspirations, dreams, desires for your life, for your future, short-term, long-term, right? And there's someone here that's chasing you. Someone's chasing you, Saggy. But you got places to be, 8 of Wands. You got places to be, you got people to meet, you got money to make, money to spend. There's someone, though, that definitely is chasing you. And the thing is, going back to 10 of Wands, Queen of Cups, your heart is guarded. You got a lot of love to give, but that 10 of Wands tells me that you have some walls up, especially if this is someone that you have some history with. All right. All right. Interesting. What should we look into? Let's see. Ace of Swords. Let's look into the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords for Sagittarius. Why is the Ace of Swords here for Sagittarius? Show me clearly. So we have the stack. It's 4 cards, I believe. We have the World, which is all about cycles, closing doors, completion, a lesson being learned, clearing karma. 8 of Swords. All right, Ace of Swords to 8 of Swords tells me that there's something you're not quite able to see or comprehend or fully understand. The World with the 8 of Swords. Why do you feel trapped even though the door is wide open for you to walk through? You're not stuck. There's a way out. But you have to be brave to walk through this door. But some of you feel like you can't, or some of you feel like you need closure, or some of you feel just unable to move on. Okay, next card. 5 of Wands. So what are you resisting? Looks like it's in your mind. We'll see what the last card is, but 8 of Swords to the 5 of Wands tells me that there is this mental battle. Maybe it is heart versus head. Maybe this is what you think you should do versus what everyone else is trying to tell you or convince you what you should do. There just seems to be something that leaves you feeling rattled. What's this? The Fool. Right? Oh my God, the Fool. We had the World and then the Fool. The last card in the Major Arcana and then the first card. So there's this back and forth. There's this tug, there's this push, there's this pull between wanting to move forwards, wanting a new beginning, and not fully feeling ready for it, / waiting on answers, waiting on clarity, waiting. Like, it's like you're looking forwards, but then you look backwards, you keep like checking behind you. It's so wild. Sun's at the bottom. Let's see why the Lovers is here, but you could be dealing with a Leo. Whatever this clarity is, whatever this message is, it seems like it sets you free. It seems like it's a huge relief. With the Sun, it is a card of optimism. It's a card of joy, celebration, harmony, you know? Relief after like a stressful situation. Or from the 8 of Swords to the Sun, it's like feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin after being out in the cold. Talking about the Lovers. Why is the Lovers here for Sagittarius? 4 of Swords coming out again, and then we have the King of Wands. Someone who has been preparing to take action, but they haven't quite felt ready or prepared, or just like, let me see, let me pull a couple more on the Lovers, but someone hasn't been taking action, waiting for you possibly, or you've been waiting for them to take action towards you. Someone's been just like gathering their strength and coming up with a game plan. Tell me about the Lovers. Judgment reverse. Someone hasn't been listening to their intuition. I'm also seeing a repetitive situation replaying over and over and over, running around in a hamster wheel. I'm literally seeing that in my mind's eye, a hamster wheel. Someone is having like these doubts or these judgments about themselves, about you. Let's see what's at the bottom. Knight of Swords. Seven of Cups, Six of Swords. The way that the Six of Swords is moving, and Queen of Swords in reverse, someone's not being rational here. The Six of Swords is moving right into the Seven of Cups, and then we have the Knight of Swords. Both cards, the Knight of Swords and the Six of Swords, how they're approaching the Seven of Cups. It doesn't matter which angle, they're moving towards just a bunch of confusion, and it just doesn't make sense. Something doesn't make sense here. This could be about trying to bring clarity or bring light to this situation, but you could have made false judgments on someone's character or vice versa. There's these dreams that you've been having, or someone's been having these dreams about you. Some of you are totally rejecting the idea of reconciliation here. Yeah, Judgment Reverse telling me you don't want to repeat something, or you're not interested in second chances. Maybe you've already given a second chance and you're just like, yeah, no, we ain't going down that road again. I know this game all too well. All right, so Ace of Pentacles. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here for Sagittarius? King of Pentacles tried coming out. So some of you have a new job, or like we were saying earlier, a big investment, big abundance coming into your life for sure. Knight of Pentacles, we have this stack. I'm not going to take that because that is like 1, 2, it's too many. But we have this one, Four of Cups, an opportunity that you don't see coming. And it's, you know what? Initially, you might not be that interested. Initially, you got something coming in being offered towards you. And at first glance, or like at first, you either don't see it, you don't recognize the opportunity that's there, or you're just disinterested. Like you're just like, not really interested, not really for me. Tower, it's like, so this is something that you don't expect. This is something you don't see coming. Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Something that will up-level your life, something that will add more love, more passion, more value to your life. It could be even a relationship. One more about the Ace of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Can you create something here? The Star is telling me, yes, there is something that you can get from this situation. I know the Ten of Wands is next, right? So it's saying here, most likely it's going to require either a change in your perspective, a change in your scenery, like physically having to change something in your surroundings, or like literally going to a different place or moving for some of you. Let's see, the Star, Nine of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. Some of you are just so like having a hard time believing in the dream or believing in the possibility, or you're having these doubts, second guessing. You're second guessing like if this is too good to be true, and you're so skeptical that you're trying to convince yourself that there's nothing here, or that this isn't good enough, when it's showing that this could be your wish come true. With the Star, wish fulfillment. You could be just needing more answers, wanting more clarity, needing more proof, perhaps. Seven of Wands, Five of Swords. There's something, I mean, your moon, the moon, your intuition could be nudging something at you, so don't ignore that. Like, if something doesn't feel right, trust it. Let me see why the Ten of Wands is here. You know, again, if this seems too difficult and you don't have enough room or enough time or energy, if you already have a lot on your plate, don't force it, right? Even the Queen of Cups, she's looking at the Ten of Wands like, So listen to that. Down the Ten of Wands, Ten of Cups. So this definitely could be about like a home, a family, maybe things are a little chaotic or stressful in the home life. Lots of moving pieces, lots of people to consider. We have the Devil. Oh, we have the Ten of Wands. One more. Things could be very unbalanced right now. Okay, we have a lot that just flipped out. Things could be very unbalanced right now. We have a Knight of Wands at the bottom. Devil, Page of Cups, the Hierophant. We have Queen of Swords reverse, Five of Cups, and the Tower. Okay, so I'm seeing a little bit of like a warning sort of thing going on here, because some things may act, you know what? You know, I was like, you might be skeptical and this may be too good to be true, right? Maybe it's too perfect. And you're like, what's the catch? Well, perhaps there is a catch. 10 of Cups with the Devil. It can be very great, very sweet, very lovely, and then very destructive, chaotic, stressful, and dramatic, and like not stable at times. So is that worth it? I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that. This is Capricorn energy, by the way. There could be these unhealthy dynamics in your relationships or home or like family relationships, expectations, control sort of things. We have Page of Cups in the Hierophant. So I'm seeing someone is like offering you, some kind of commitment, some sort of contract, a promise, maybe even. You could be dealing with a Taurus. It's just so important that whatever this is that you're being offered, because this is a big commitment, and it's like you don't want to make a deal with the devil. Hierophant and the devil, very, very hard to back out of. This is like having a kid with somebody, and regardless of if you and that person work out and you're together forever, or if you break up, go your separate ways, or you're each other's worst enemies, but you have that child now, and you know you'll forever in a way be linked to that person in some way, shape, or form, right? So it's like something that you could be very I don't want to say it like trapped, but like something that's very difficult to break out of, like a intertwined, like very hard to separate or remove yourself if you aren't careful, or like basically if you go in careless, reckless. Let me see here. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the microphone. I guess Queen of Swords, Queen of Swords reverse, 5 of Cups, and then the Tower. Know what you're getting involved in, know what you're getting into, know all the ins and outs. And I don't know if that's even possible in this situation, right? But like, again, like say you're buying a home, get that fucking inspector, get that shit checked from top to bottom. Make sure that it's looked over. You know, same thing if it's a car. If this is the person that you're dating, get a background check. I don't know, right? Maybe they got some real nasty criminal shit that they've been up to. maybe they're on the run and there's a warrant out for them. Like, you never fucking know. Like, I don't know. If this is a job, again, do a background check. Look and see if there's reviews. See if it's a good environment, you know? Just do your research so that you're not going in blindly and then you end up getting surprised and maybe shit hits the fan and you're like, oh, I should have listened to my intuition, right? Always trust your intuition. Always trust your intuition. Okay? All right. Well, I think we're going to leave your reading here, Saggy. I hope that this helps. Lots of different messages. Use your discernment. Let me know how it resonates. I would love to hear from you. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. Private readings are available down below. I love you. I appreciate you. I'll see you later, Saggy. Bye.